According to official data from the Chinese Communist Party on Sunday, April 30, China's manufacturing activity contracted in April. In the context of sluggish global demand and continued weakness in the real estate market, the latest data has increased pressure on the Chinese authorities to seek economic recovery. According to data from the National Bureau of Statistics of China, the Purchasing Managers' Index (PMI) for the manufacturing sector in China fell from 51.9 in March to 49.2 in April, below the threshold, indicating a decline in the level of manufacturing prosperity. The number 50 is the dividing line for the PMI index. A PMI above 50 indicates expansion in manufacturing activity, while below 50 indicates contraction. April's PMI was also lower than the expected 51.4 in a Reuters survey of economists, marking the first contraction since December of last year when the official manufacturing PMI was 47.0. In terms of enterprise size, the PMIs for large, medium, and small enterprises were 49.3, 49.2, and 49.0, respectively, all lower than the corresponding values in March. On April 28, the Central Political Bureau of the Chinese Communist Party acknowledged that in the process of China's economic recovery, demand was still insufficient, internal momentum was not strong enough, and economic transformation and upgrading faced new obstacles. The latest PMI report from the Chinese authorities also showed that the new export order index for April fell from 50.4 in March to 47.6. Due to weak global demand, the manufacturing industry, which accounts for about 18% of China's labor force, is still under heavy pressure. Some exporters at China's largest commodity fair, the Canton Fair, also known as the China Import and Export Fair, told Reuters that they have frozen investment, and some exporters have cut labor costs in response to weak demand. For many years, China's real estate industry has been seen as a pillar of economic growth. However, in recent years, it has been hit by multiple crises, including real estate developers defaulting on their debts and construction delays in pre-sold housing projects. Despite the authorities' continuous stimulus policies, the real estate market remains weak. In addition, the latest data also showed that the comprehensive PMI, which includes both manufacturing and non-manufacturing activities, decreased from 57.0 in March to 54.4 in April. According to a report by Reuters, Zhi Weizhang, chief economist at Pinpoint Asset Management, said that the PMI data, along with other economic indicators such as strong holiday travel and sluggish activity in the real estate market, may put pressure on the government to continue implementing supportive fiscal and monetary policies in the second quarter. Although it is claimed to be very large in scale and looked bustling on the first day, most of the crowd were actually exhibitors. Foreign buyers attending the Canton Fair probably only accounted for about 10%. Booth owners said that this year's costs were particularly high, several times higher than in previous years. Even a small booth cost 80,000 yuan, but they only managed to get 8 foreign business cards after a whole day of work, and the foreigners were in a hurry and didn't sit down for a serious talk. This is not just one booth, many booths are like this. Furthermore, the number of people gradually decreased on the second and third days, not just foreigners, but even Chinese people, so the situation this year is very, very dire, with very few orders received. The Chinese Communist Party announced that exports surged by 14% in March this year, exceeding expectations, which seems to be different from the situation at the Canton Fair. This is due to historical reasons. Last year, due to the impact of the CCP virus, COVID-19, many people were locked at home and unable to participate in factory production. Due to logistics and manpower factors, many orders from Chinese exporters were backlogged. In March of this year, after the restrictions were lifted, they rushed to complete these orders and then quickly exported them, resulting in a surge in exports for March. In addition, the Russia-Ukraine war has actually increased China's exports to Russia, which has also increased exports by a small portion, but these situations are unsustainable. The global economy is currently weak, and businesses from all over are reporting a decrease in orders. Due to the uncertainty of Chinese policies, many manufacturers are also unwilling to continue production in China and have shifted to Southeast Asia. This year's Canton Fair is reflecting this decline, with fewer orders and a general lack of positive expectations for the future. According to China's state-run media CCTV, this year's Canton Fair is the largest ever, with approximately 35,000 participating companies and a total exhibition area of 1.5 million square meters, both of which are historical highs. 508 companies from 40 countries and regions are participating in 12 specialized exhibition areas, with 73% of them coming from countries and regions along the Belt and Road Initiative. However, some Chinese foreign trade company officials responsible for participating in the fair have said that they are not optimistic about business this year due to weak global demand. Orders from Europe and America have fallen by 30% since the beginning of the year, and if the situation does not improve, they may need to cut costs by laying off employees. According to Reuters, many Chinese foreign trade export business owners say that their orders are not looking good this year. Vicky Chen, the manager of a socket manufacturer, expects that her company's sales will not increase significantly during the Canton Fair. Currently, the global economy is not performing well. Will the fair change this? She wonders. Luna Ho, a sales representative for a company that produces outdoor barbecue stoves, said that her company has lowered prices by 5% to attract buyers. Mr. Lin, a representative from Jiahang Lighting Company, Limited in Taizhou City, Zhejiang Province, which specializes in Christmas decorations, said that last year's difficulties were due to logistics and production disruptions, but this year they are facing external problems that are difficult to solve. The cost of electricity has risen due to the war in Ukraine, further reducing demand for decorations in Europe and elsewhere. This year will be the most difficult one, he said.